Hello everybody, my name is Seth. I'm here with Beckley. We're at Gracie, Vermont, bringing you another move of the week. Continuing at this look of the dominant positions, today we're gonna move towards side control. I tell my students once you've achieved the dominant position, you're allowed to do one of three things. You're allowed to control and cook them, you're allowed to attack them, and you're allowed to transition to other positions. Today, we're gonna look at that first one from side control. This is a system that is designed to keep our opponent's shoulders pinned on the mat. If your opponent gets on their side, they're mobile. They can shrimp, they can get underhooks. We want to keep them pinned. We usually use a system called the 7 positions of side control, and my goal over the next few videos is to get through all 7 positions. Today, we're just gonna start with positions 1 and 2, and this is also called head and arm control to Keisakatame. What we're doing is addressing my opponent's frames. So let's talk about a perfect world side control. No frames at all. Beckley is here in front of me, and I have a perfect world side control. There's no frame on my hip. I've got a hand under her head. There's no frame on my neck. I've got a hand under her arm. My palms are together with the hand under her head, palm down. I'm chest to chest. My elbow's against her hip. My knee is against her hip. On this side of my body, my elbow's inside my knee. Everything's tight, and if Beckley tried to pull that frame on my hip, she couldn't. My head would be buried, so that if she tried to get a frame on my neck, she couldn't. This is a nice, tight head and arm control. And if Beckley tries to walk away from me, I follow. If she tries to bridge into me, I give pressure. If she tries to get away from me, I give pressure. And this controls the position nice and tightly. However, if she gets frames, a frame on my hip or a frame on my neck, these are going to get her on her side. These are gonna get her up. Using this frame aggressively into my neck, pushing on my hip, bridging and shrimping will get your opponent on their side. We looked at a video early in this series about escaping the side control, and it went over extensively how to use frames. Today we're gonna look at how to nullify these frames. So I'm in a head and arm control. I feel the frame on my neck. I feel the frame on my hip. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna disconnect my hands and cup the shoulder. The other hand's gonna slide along the shoulders until I find the elbow under my hip. From here, I'm gonna sprawl out and drop my hip to hers. I'm gonna connect our hips. After I've got our hips connected, I'm gonna bring my right knee through, up to her ear, pulling the frame up as I go, and most importantly, rotating my neck to put the muscular side of my throat on that frame. From here, no frame on my hip and no frame on the front side, the part that's gonna move me. I can deal with the frame on the side of the neck. The key to being heavy here is to be off your elbow and off your hip. So I lift up everything and drive off that leg. Good pressure. Again, frame on the neck, frame on the hip, connect the shoulder, slide to the elbow, sprawl the hips together, turn the neck, sit through, knee to the ear, making their hips heavy, off my elbow and smashing. Now, there are escapes from here. If Beckley were to take her arms and reach around the body, try to bridge and roll me over her shoulder, I might go for a ride. So I have to recognize that if she takes that arm out and tries to bridge and roll me, she's taken out the very reason I'm here to begin with. I'm only here because of that frame. So if she takes out that position, I need to move back to where I started. Lift up the frame, bring that knee back up to the ear, slide under the head, bring your chin down, rotate back into head and arm control, and you're back where you started. This is a system moving between positions 1 and 2, or head and arm control in Keisakatame, and it's an introduction to our 7 positions of side control, how to keep your opponent pinned. My name is Seth. I'm here at Beckley. This is Gracie, Vermont, bringing you another move of the week.